I'm cutting up my vegetables. Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet. Hubby's sleeping right now. This one I might not use and ferment. They're better to freeze if they're got any little problem. That one's kind of yellowing, kind of. It'll probably still be okay for pickle. It's still hard. Sometimes these go soft. You don't want them really soft, but a little wilty is okay. But you want to get a few of them and keep adding to your jar sometimes. Would be a way to save them so they don't go bad. Or freezing them. You can't pickle them after you freeze them, but you can still make zucchini bread. So that's my ends, my good part. I'm putting them all in here, and then I'm going to put them in the jar to ferment them. So you're going to cold pack everything. Okay, all my veggies are cut up, these big ones. Actually, I don't know if they're going to be able to fit in there. But I'm going to put what I can in there, in the jar. This is an old, bigger one. Glass lid. Okay. So it's not going to seal. I don't have the rubber for it. I don't want the rubber for it. I want it to be able to breathe in here but be covered up. So flies don't get in here. And I can't do this one-handed without flies getting everything. So I will show you what I've done. There we go. I put them all in that big canning jar. And they look pretty. I put a lot of dill in there. And I'm going to pour salt water over them like a brine. So, don't they look pretty? But I wanted to show you before I got a leaf that I kind of wedged some bigger ones that I cut flat with a patty pan. And I wedged them in there, like you would wedge beans in there so they'd all stay underwater that way. Well, I wedge, and then this one, that last one I kind of squished and put in there, and guess what? It popped back up bigger than that. So it's going to really help to keep things down. I only got a little bit of space, but I'm going to put a nice leaf in there, mallow, I'll show you in a minute, and it's going to keep everything underwater. And you put some weights on, but I might not need any weight with this. So, and we'll talk about weights when I get back. But I'm just going to put this glass lid on it so no bugs or anything get in it while I'm gone. I did boil this, but you don't need to. You just wash it out really, really well. But if you can boil them, sterilize your jar. Not a big step. And then fill it up full of raw veggies. I use zucchini. Leave a comment if you don't know what you can use, what you can use. A lot of different vegetables you can ferment, and we'll find out more together. I filled it all full of zucchini, patty pan, and yellow crookneck squash, because my crookneck are only little. I don't know how big they're supposed to get, but I like them when they're little anyway. So you cut them all up the way you want to cut them up. I love the big round patty pan, and then there's the crookneck. And then the zucchini, some I cut long, some I cut into rounds. So it's really good for a condiment for especially greasy meat. Very good for all that. Helps you bring it down. The acid in there will help your stomach acid break down that protein. And I think it helps break down fat when it goes through you too. So, thank you very much. For fermenting, any kind of big leaf will work. These are mallow. These are mallow too, but that's a bigger mallow. I wouldn't use my squash because they're all starting to mold. You don't want to use any leaf that has mold on it. But these big ones, like that big one right there, that's good. It's got a little hole. I try to get ones without if you can, but if they got a little hole, that's all you got, that's all you got. But when you put a layer of leaves on, you're protecting it, your ferment, from getting oxygen. So this is your natural saran wrap, keeping the oxygen in that out. So my poor okra, I don't know if they're going to do anything. They do have flower buds, but they only have a couple weeks. But in here, this garden, they're really protected. So I'm really hoping that, I get some okra to go with these mallow. But you know what? Mallow do this in my garden, and okra do that. I'll probably, can't even see it. My okra do that. I'm going to keep growing these, because they're going to come back in here anyway. I'm not going to be able to keep them out, which is a good thing. I like mallow. So mallow leaves, great. We're using on the top of your ferments, and I'll show you that when I get back in the kitchen.